from some of the problems that he has is that he read from this article. If anyone wants to find it, it is a wasiqa itself, a document you could come find where you can find it. He actually said it. Al-Shaji said in this portion, one of the things he said was that these different jama'at that are present, all of them, he said that they have some positive aspects to them. And the ummah has benefited from the presence of all of these jama'at. So you can just think about the jama'at. Al-Shaji said that there's some positive that comes out of the presence of these jama'at and some benefit from the ummah. Some benefit for the ummah. The Shaykh said that this man is one of the students of Abdul Rahman Abdul Khaliq, who was also from Kuwait. Concerning this, Ikhwan, Ibn Baz, who is a scholar, and the people of the Dawah and Salafiyyah respect the opinions of the scholars, he talked about one of these jama'at. Al-Shaji said there's benefit from these jama'at, and the ummah get benefit, and there's some positive things. Shaykh Abdul Aziz Hafidhullah Ta'ala, now he's going to tell us in another thing that the Shaykh read concerning these jama'at. One of the jama'at that he's talking about is the Jama'at al-Jihad. He said those people from this Jama'at al-Jihad, the people should not cooperate with them. Don't make the ta'awun with them. And do not give them salam. And the people should warn the other people about them. For verily, they are fitna and they are evil to the Muslims. They bring harm to the Muslims, and they are the ikhwan of shayateen. They are the brothers of shaitan. This is on the tape. The Shaykh brought that information for anyone who wants to find that out. He went on to say concerning Jama'at al-Jihad, who this man Al-Shaji, who the Jam'iyyah al-Ihya Turab won't free themselves from. Al-Shaji said there's benefit and there are positive things from this Jama'at, from these Jama'at. The Shaykh said concerning this Jama'at, look how this Jama'at has killed children and women with the many bombs that they set off all over the place, in Egypt or wherever. Look at the people who came from Afghanistan and they went to the kingdom there in Saudi Arabia and they blew up their place. Look at what they're doing. The people from Al-Jazair, those brothers who are from Egypt, look at all of the problems that are being caused by them. The Shaykh went on to say, listen, and this is a very important point. He said here, Khalid ibn Walid, he killed one man. He killed one man by a mistake because he already was at war. The enemy was clear. The man was from the side of the enemy. And the Prophet sent Khalid. Not Khalid made his own ijtihad, let's go fight and kill that. The Prophet sent Khalid to fight the people. When Khalid saw this man, the man is the enemy. Khalid wants to kill him. The man said, I accept Islam by a different language that Khalid didn't understand. So he killed him by mistake. When that happened, this one man who was killed by mistake, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he freed himself from Khalid's action. So therefore, what the Shaykh is saying, how is it possible that we know, for an example, Jama'at al-Jihad and all these other Jama'at, they have created a lot of confusion, and we don't free ourselves from the many people who they killed, from the many problems that they've created. The Shaykh went on to say, Ikhwan, the issue here is not an issue of only killing and blood. This is not the only issue. The issue is greater than that. The issue is the issue of aqidah, what people believe and what people understand, how those people understand. Because you have the people who are Ash'ariyah, the people with the understanding of the Sufiyyah, these people are in these other jama'at. As Shaji said, there's some benefit and there's some positive things coming from the ummah. He said, look, in Afghanistan, those people, the Jamaat al-Tabligh, what are they calling to? Are they calling to the dawah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahabas? If you look at Afghanistan and if you look at Sudan, you'll find, what are they calling to? The people are calling to the worship of graves, to worship those people who are in the grave. This thing is being helped by the people in charge. The Shaykh went on to say that when the Sahabas said to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they asked the Prophet to make for them a tree They saw that the kuffar had a tree that the kuffar used to hang their swords and their weapons on, thinking that they were going to get help from it. When the Sahaba saw that, they said, "Oh Messenger of Allah, make us a tree like this tree." The Prophet ﷺ, when he saw that shirk and kufr being manifested in his Sahabas because of ignorance, the Prophet then was quiet like the other people, Afghanistan and like Sudan. He wasn't quiet. The Prophet ﷺ rectified the problem and he said to the Muslim, "Verily, you're saying to me a statement like the Jews, the Christians, and the Mushrikeen." And he put a stop to the problem. He didn't allow them just to keep saying this and understanding this. So what about the other people who allowed the people to worship the grave? The Shaykh went on to say, "Ikhwan, this other man, Abdul Rahman, Abdul Khaliq, who is also, he is considered to be the leader of this Jam'iyyah, al-Ihya al-Turab, Ihya al-Turab al-Islami." He said concerning Muhammad Suroor, he said that Muhammad Suroor is Salafi. The Shaykh said, how can this statement ever be made? When Muhammad Suroor is a person who talks bad about the ulama of al-Islam. He said that the ulama of al-Islam are the slaves, the ulama like Ibn Baz and Ibn Uthaymeen and these scholars of al-Islam, Hafidhahum Allah Ta'ala. He said that they are the slaves, Muhammad Suroor said about them, they are the slaves of the slaves of the slaves of the slaves of America. We don't talk about the ulama of al-Islam like that. He also said concerning the books of Aqidah, the books that the famous scholars of al-Islam wrote about, like Al-Imam Ahmed, these famous scholars who the Ummah accept and respect. He said concerning these books, that these books are jafa, that these books are dry. And so with that being the case, Ikhwan, the Shaykh wanted to tell us what was Al-Imam Malik's position concerning the people who made statements about the Aqidah, who made statements about that which was wrong when it related to the Aqidah. The man came to the Shaykh Al-Imam Malik, rahimahullah ta'ala, and he asked him about the istiwa, how Allah tabarak wa ta'ala made this istiwa. How did Allah rise up? Was the question of the questioner. So Al-Imam Malik told him the famous statement, and after telling him this statement, he said, "Now get out of my lesson, because you are a mubtadi, you're an innovator." He didn't allow him to sit there. He said, "Get out of my lesson, because you are a mubtadi." The Shaykh in his talk now, there was a question that came with these questions. How much time do you have? Huh? Huh? The next question is, can you please inform me? The person here said, can you please inform us, because we hear so much about the word Surooree, what is Surooree, what does it imply, and can we listen to someone if he is a Surooree?
محمد سرور كان في الكويت، ومن ثم إلى السعودية، ومن ثم إلى بريطانيا. محمد سرور رجل لا يعرف عنه العلم، ولا نعلم له علماء ولا مشايخ، ولا نعلم أنه قد درس العلم الشرعي، ولكن الآن يسمى شيخ. وأنا أحب أن أسأل عن تاريخه من حيث الجانب الشرعي. هل يخبرنا كم سنة جلس على أيدي العلماء؟ هذا شيء. شيء ثاني أن محمد سرور هذه الدعوة دعوة سرية، يعني ممكن تجلس مع شخص سنة وسنتين وثلاث، بعد ذلك تكتشف أنه سروري، لأنه يبطل. وأنا حقيقة أجهل التفريق بين التقية وهذا الأسلوب.
التقية عند الشيعة